stuffy air and ventilation. When air pollution is released into the outdoor air, it mixes with clean air and becomes diluted or thinner. It is also carried away by the wind. But if air pollution is released into the home, it can get trapped there, getting thicker and thicker, unless the home is properly ventilated by opening doors or windows or using a fan. So how do we tell if a room is properly ventilated or not? Apart from particles, there are two more substances in the air that we need to be aware of. They are water vapor and carbon dioxide. A lot of cooking also involves heating water. The white cloud in this photo is not steam, as some people think. Water only turns to steam when it boils at 100 degrees. Steam is also invisible. This is actually water vapor, tiny droplets of water suspended in the air. The air is full of water vapor. Usually we don't see it because the droplets are so tiny, but if there's too much water vapor in the air, the droplets start joining together until they're big enough to see. How much water vapor is in the air is called the humidity. Once humidity reaches 100%, the air cannot carry any more vapor and we see water condensing. Colder air can't carry as much vapor. When windows are cold on the outside, you see water condensing on the inside. The water hasn't come through the window, it has come from the inside air. Any source of warm water in the home will release water vapor into the air. This can include food and drinks, showers and baths, and damp clothes or towels. High humidity, that is, high levels of water vapor in the air, is bad because of a number of reasons, but especially because mold loves damp air. You should always avoid having damp, humid air in the home. When we humans breathe in, we always breathe out a mixture of water vapor and a colorless gas with no smell called carbon dioxide or CO2. CO2 is harmless if levels are low enough, but if levels get too high, it can cause tiredness, headaches, and a difficulty in concentrating. A room with high levels of CO2 will probably have high levels of particles and water vapor too, and together they can trigger asthma attacks. In an empty room, we normally expect to find CO2 levels around 400 parts per million and humidity at around 30 to 50%. If the room is occupied though, and there isn't enough ventilation, CO2 levels and humidity can rise. Once they get too high, the room is stuffy and needs to be ventilated by opening the windows or doors to allow the CO2, water vapor, and any pollutants to escape. Were you paying attention? And have you made a weather bag? Have a look at the Schools Air Watch website.